What does your thermometer, how high does it go up to?
220.
220? You guys, this weekend, I suggest, guys, and I know for a fact, the candy thermometers, they do sell, right? The price will vary between $4 all the way up to maybe like even $20, right? But I bought the ones that are really, really nice from Kroger. Because one student, anyways, I bought it for the student, and I only paid $6.75 for it, and it's very nice. She's still using it. So, like I said, you know, anything you purchase for your particular work or whatever, it's going to be there for a while. You know what I mean? As to soda or whatever, you know, that's just a very temporary satisfaction. You know, something that you pay $5 to $7 now, you know, it's going to be there for you for quite some time. You know what I mean? I think that's a fair exchange. Candy things. And they come in all different shapes and forms, right guys? So pick and choose the one that fits for you. Okay? So the sugar actually will stop boiling, okay guys? Once it boils, that doesn't mean that you're anywhere close, because in order to get up to 240 degrees, at what temperature does water boil? So he's the only one that knows? Right? Everybody knows, right? Okay. So we need to have the water start evaporating before the sugar can actually start cooking, right guys? So, you know, there's going to be a real surge of temperature, right, to that boil, and then it's going to kind of like slow down a little bit, because the sugar requires a heavier amount of energy, and it has a higher viscosity than water, right guys? So in order for the sugar to start cooking, we need to understand that, okay, it looks somewhat violent and all that, but there's also going to be somewhat evaporation. This is a small recipe. When you guys do a large batch, you'll find that it's going to take a little time for the water to dissipate, so you guys can go ahead and introduce the hot sugar. Okay? By the way, this is just demo. You are not doing this. Okay? Just the demo. Okay?
I know, right?
This is just the max temperature.
So I'm going to get my sugar going.
But don't go over it.
What temperature do you turn on the egg whites once that hits the 220 to 235?
This is 225 when I started.
Okay.
I'm going to stop, put it on speed 2.
And that was just egg whites.
Just egg whites. Nothing else. Except my little pieces of my DNA, probably.
That's fancy good stuff.
So the final temperature of that was 247?
I took it off at 240.
Oh wow.
Jenny's scared.
Oh no.
Back it up.
All right, so what's going to happen is that the sugar is going to get dispersed into this meringue, right? And now it's a cooked sugar. A cooked sugar as a stabilizer as to raw sugar must be much better because we got rid of the excess water that is in your crystal, right guys? So when this thing is all said and done, this meringue should have a lasting power far greater than the French meringue. Does that make sense? Sugar acts as a stabilizer, and if we can extract anything that can potentially harm the stability of it, which in this case is the water, it'll make it stronger. Okay guys? When do we know this thing is done, or when do we know when to pull it off? I tell you what, we have something that is really hot in there, right? So by the time this thing is cool to the touch, it's done. Okay guys? So, meanwhile, as far as I'm concerned, we're going to go ahead and, is it hot?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Should I take it off right now?
No.
The Swiss meringue, we are going to go ahead and do something that is in relation to something like the Scotch, except there's no yolks. We are going to put egg whites with 1 pound of sugar, and we're going to go over the bain marie, and we're going to dissolve the sugar into the egg whites, and then we're going to whip it up. Okay, guys? So instead of us kind of like looking at each other and just talking about the weather or talking about other things, I'm going to get going with the Swiss meringue since we have an appointment at 8:20 today. So let me get that thing going, right? But as far as I'm concerned, this thing does not get released from here until this is actually cool. Okay?